I have always felt like an outsider in my own family. My mother and sisters never hid their resentment toward me, and it all seemed to stem from one thing. My father was involved in my life. Unlike my siblings, I had a dad who paid child support and tried to make sure I had what I needed. But instead of feeling lucky, I felt like I was being punished for it. Whenever my father bought me something like a new pair of shoes, a backpack, or even a simple toy, my mother would make me share it with my sisters. Nothing was truly mine. One year for Halloween, my father bought me a princess costume. My mother gave my oldest sister the dress, my middle sister the crown, my youngest sister the purse, and all I was given was the bag for the candy. I cried the whole night. The worst part was the money. My oldest sister would beat me up and take the child support money my father sent. Sometimes my mother and sisters would go into my room, ransacking it, searching for any cash or jewelry I might have hidden away. My mother would later pawn the jewelry or try to convince me that a drug abuser must have come through my window into my room and stolen my items. She would even slap me if I showed her that my window was locked. Also, she would read the cards that my dad sent for holidays. Privacy didn't exist for me. Food was another battleground. My mother made me share anything that my dad brought for me. She would get angry and yell, "How are you going to come in this house with food and not bring anything for anybody else?" My mother would let my siblings go through my bags and take what they wanted. When I would cry and ask her what I was supposed to eat, she would say, "Call your daddy." When I turned 18, my mother told me I was no longer her daughter. She disowned me without a second thought. I told her that I was moving in with my dad, and she forbade me to go. She told me that if I moved in with him, that she wouldn't spit on me if I was on fire. At that point, I didn't care. I moved in with my father. It was a relief, but the scars from my childhood lingered. I often wonder what life would have been like if my family had accepted me, instead of seeing me as the enemy. Once, someone told me that they had seen my mother in line at a food pantry. I went by her house to give her money for groceries. She pretended that she wasn't home, even though I could hear her, and her car was in the driveway. I still call and give her and my sisters my phone number if I change it or my address, but they never call. I'm in therapy now. My therapist told me that my sisters may always be bitter that I had something that they didn't have, and my mother may always be bitter that I loved the man who hurt her so badly. I'm coming to terms with that. I'm just still grateful that I have my dad.